Go ahead, K-Dub.
All right. Can you hear me?
Got you, man. What's going on up in Dayton?
Okay, cool. I was having a little bit of a USB cord issue. I was about to go get it on my phone
No,
when
you're
it
all
came through.
cool.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave it where it is.
Yep.
You know how it is, man. You move it 1 inch, you're gone.
Man, yeah, I'm gonna have to do some troubleshooting after we get finished, but I'm cool now.
All good.
All right, bet.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Come on, LA. Don't you do it. Don't y'all do it.
Oh, they ain't about to blow it, are they?
Don't fall for the Falcons, okie doke.
Uh-oh.
Don't do it.
Boy. Last I checked, they was way up. Don't tell me. Oof.
4th and 9. If he does this. Yeah, here we go. Ah. There we go. They got to score one more, man.
I thought the Falcon season was over.
It is. I mean, we're just watching Tom Brady.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
What you talking about? There we go. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Mic check 1 2, check. Mic check 1 2, mic check 1 2. YO, if you're here, say hello. we're gonna start in a minute, y'all. Okay.
Cool.
Coming to you in a few. What up, G? All right, y'all, we're about to start taping. Here we go. I never go live on Instagram, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. We'll see how long they let us stay before we get booted. Here we go. Ooh, Tom Brady. Here we go.
Shady Brady.
That's all I'm gonna say. Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the G Podcast, episode 114. Yes,
Yeah.
in the building. What's going on, y'all? Hope everyone is okay. I'm sorry, it's just hard for me to tape this weekend, but it's not hard. It's just, I'm distracted because, we got Belichick gone. Belichick is out. I just want to see Brady and Belichick out. Done.
Shady Brady and Bill Belichick.
Yeah. I just want to see them out. Let's see. One more pass. Damn. There we go. There we go. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to stop looking at the game. But this is the G Podcast, episode 114. And I got to say hello. Again, thank you to Onyi Love for last week's show. And let me give her applause. Really, man. That was one of our big shows for the start of the year. And I've repeated it a couple of times this week. I played it a couple of times, taking her advice. So it's a brand new me, Vi. It's a brand new me. And also big ups to my West Coast fam, including the one and only Sanu Estelle. And let me let y'all know, we ain't gonna check with Vi until maybe in 20 minutes. You can give me game updates. I can't look at the game. So I know I can see the reflection in your eyes, in your glasses that you're watching the game, Vi. So you watching. Give me my update. But before we start, I gotta say thanks to everyone for the New Year love. And these are some of the states: Georgia, of course, our Georgia fam; Michigan, Ohio, California, Florida, Texas, Bama, Virginia, Tennessee, New York, Minnesota, Maryland, Massachusetts, Oregon, North Carolina, Mississippi, Louisiana, Indiana, Iowa, and Arizona. Give them a round of applause.
Yeah. Special shout out to my sister and who's listening. Hey.
Go ahead. Give them a shout out. Definitely.
No, just a special shout out to my fam in Maryland, who's probably the one to put the podcast, in that listing. And I just want to thank them for supporting and listening and sharing the podcast with people as well. Besides Maryland, my cousin Peanut and them.
Maryland is in the building. So, and the international audience, I got to say, because see, I can't shut them out either, Tanya B. South Africa, our South African fam, Taiwan, India, the UK, Australia, the Aussies, and of course, UK.
Okay, Mike.
Add them to the tally. And and that's all, just within the last 30 days. So one more time, give them an applause. Thank you so very much. Thank you, y'all. Appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. Thanks for partaking in This is the G Podcast experience. We appreciate you. And you know what I'm doing? I'm doing something a little bit new. I never, ever do Instagram live. I hope it's going out. Somebody's seeing it, somebody's seeing it right now. Plus we're on YouTube, doing the YouTube as we tape. This is our live taping, so expect anything that that may not make the final cut, but at least you get it raw. You get the raw material. But this is the G Podcast. Every week we do news, politics, pop culture, that piping hot tea from Tanya B. And y'all give it up for the one and only. She ain't coming up on camera this week. The one and only Tanya B.
Yeah.
Yes,
Tanya B.
mother needs a rest today. The mother needs a rest.
Yeah.
I'm doing you all a favor. No, let me tell you why, y'all. I don't know what happened, but I made my one run, and it only happens when I go to a certain supermarket that begins with a K, and I came down with pink eye again. I don't get it.
Uh-oh. You send you a COVID test?
Got my COVID test now, but they didn't give me a test for conjunctivitis.
Oh my God. Yeah, that ain't right. That ain't fun. So take care of yourself. I know. But that indie radio chick, and you know, by the way, Tanya B, I got to give it up to you. I heard your Angela Wimbush. Happy birthday. And
Yes, God. And there was so much more I wanted to do, but I wanted to play those songs that I know that were number one and that people would always recognize and know. But she's got such a vast body of work, not just her own, but for other artists. So, yes.
those are
And
like
she's
her solo cuts,
I had to
right?
give it up for her.
Those are like the solo cuts, right? If I'm not.
Yes, I wasn't nobody studying on Renee Moore and his
Come on. But you know, I got to say this.
domestic violence behind. I'm just going to call a thing a thing. It was all about her.
It was yeah. So you played that. But you know, one of my favorite cuts was the cut she did with Curtis Blow with "Save Your Love" for number one. That was the jam.
Back in that phone the ball again.
Oh, shut up.
Yes.
Mute yourself, Vi. Mute yourself. Vi's watching the game.
Oh,
But
Lord
but you
Jesus.
remember "Save Yourself" for "Save Your Love" for number
Save Your
one.
Love. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Curtis Blow with the Curtis Blow intro. But the Bird Wire, you can check it out Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern, Sunday, 2 p.m., 4 p.m. Download the MyTuner Radio app and search for Castropolis. Y'all going to make it a favorite. It's easy, easiest way to listen. Make it a
Easy
favorite.
to love, you know.
Easy to love. And, you know, once you make it a favorite, all you got to do is download the MyTuner Radio app, make it a favorite. So when it comes on, just click play, and also just go to castropolis.net. And it'll be good to go there as well. So let's see, that's Vi jumping around, y'all. So here we go. Also, I don't know if I can I come to him. It's NFL playoff weekend, so we are blessed to have Vi in the building. So give it up for Vi, y'all. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, what's up?
Yes.
What's up?
Yes.
Because normally he'd have called in sick. So we are blessed to have him. My brother from another mother, repping Columbus, Georgia. Georgia born.
I'm about to have a heart attack.
Yeah, I know, man. Brady is just a beast, dude. That's all I got to say. I mean, he's a beast. But I have to say, Vi, and I got to ask you, are you happy that Rodgers is out?
Not really.
Really?
I like Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers. I was just kind of done with Aaron Rodgers, be quite honest with you. And I'm glad, you know, so I'm glad these teams I'm happy with. I hope LA can hold on. I want LA to, you know, take it to the final. So I hope they can hold on. But so far, I guess, Vi, you've got Aaron out. Porn star Jimmy G is still in with San Francisco. Tennessee lost to Cincy. And we're waiting on LA and Tampa, and then the Bills and Chiefs. As we tape, the Bills and Chiefs play tonight. So we'll see what's up with that. All right.
That's right.
Go ahead and watch the game, man. I want you to hold up a sign. Give me the score, because I got to.
Go Falcons.
Come on, man. Come on. Dayton, Ohio is in the building. Y'all give it up for K-Dub. K-Dub, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm up here in the cold and snow, but I'm cool. It's cool.
What's the temp? What's the temp in Dayton? Because we in Atlanta.
We might be about 20 something, you know. 25, 26, somewhere around there, and dropping.
Oh, damn. I feel for you, bro. But you know what? I was looking at some of the colder states, man, colder cities. I mean, be blessed, bro, because some of these folks are barely seeing single digits, you know? So
Yeah. I ain't complaining.
You're doing all right. Also, hang on, let me see. Okay. Tanya B sent me a request to go live. No, you're not.
Hey, well, I wanted to let people know we're still up on it. And let me just say one thing. One of the people that I've known since I was 10 years old who is supporting the podcast is on the live. So, you know, I have to give shameless plugs for all my people. But the lady who did my hair until I shaved my head, shout out to Gwen Middleton, Hairport East, Boston. Check her out. Thank you.
Very cool. Also, Macon, Georgia. I don't know if she's here. Macon, Georgia's own YO is in the building. YO, you here? You here today, YO? She might be on a little bit later, but YO was Smokey Robinson was in Macon last night. They do a benefit concert every year with big artists, and Smokey was in town for the Tubman Museum. So I saw her trying to sell tickets like over the last couple of weeks. She said she was selling her mama tickets, but yeah, I know. Yeah, right. So she may pop up in here at any minute, but shout out to Poetic Peace. I know you got us. You got the benediction vibe. You gonna have that for us at the end of the show?
I got you, brother.
Good deal. Good deal. Okay. All right. So let me see here, man. Mouse is acting weird today. What is going on with the mouse? Lord, what is going on? Anyway, y'all, Tanya B, you got anything before we get started? Because everybody's kind of trying to watch the game. It's just
I'm just over here brewing my tea, and even since I gave you my top 3, some other tea has been poured into my kettle. So I'll just keep it pushing. But
okay.
One thing I do want to say is, and this was in our news, for everybody who knows about this whole thing with people being able to order these COVID tests from the government.
Yeah.
There's a glitch in the system. I reported it to my local news for the investigative reporters. That there was a story out of California as well. But when those of you who live in multi-unit dwellings, whether it's a high-rise, a condo complex, a co-op, or even if you are in public housing, which is jacked up,
right.
Because a lot of people of color live in different types of housing. I'm not saying it's just people of color, but how interesting is it that if you go on to get these tests, they go by your address, not your unit number. So much like with me, I go to put in my address and I get the message, this address has already been used to order, and they kick you out of the system.
They need to try. Are they going to do any kind of hold for pickup?
I hope they fix it. Well, they're going to, said they were going to do that. And then with these KN95 masks, if you have a household of more than 3 people, you only get 3. So again, it's like, I get the plan is half baked, and the strategy definitely is not all the way. So I hope when they start doing these things moving forward, that they actually think it through, and opening up that website a day ahead of time should have been the day that they used to make sure that there were no other kinks or glitches in this system. So those of you who live in multi-unit dwellings, please fear not. I hear there's a phone number for it. I don't have it because I really don't care. But anyway, I shouldn't say that. But just know that hopefully they're working on that. So don't be discouraged and go online and get your COVID test sent to your house.
Lord, I hope this ain't like Obamacare when it first launched. Please, no.
Well, it's supposed to help people who have limited income, and it's like, how does it feel to get kicked out of that, saying you're too poor to be approved for assistance for medical care?
Yeah. Wow. Hey, let's do this. Tanya B, I'm going to go ahead and roll with Syracuse Mike. By the way, shout out to Syracuse Mike. Always great to have him supply us with news on a weekly basis. Let me give him his applause, man. It's been a while since I gave Syracuse Mike applause. So let me, and I'm gonna give him the air horn too. All right, so let's do this. Let's go do news with Syracuse Mike, and we'll come back on the other end, and we need to discuss this COVID thing, some of the stuff you're hearing. Okay, here we go.
News team, assemble!
It's time for the Week in News with Syracuse Mike.
You can now log on to covidtests.gov, put in your name to receive 4 free COVID tests. This is the program that President Biden announced recently. The White House said at the time it was preparing to ship as many as 500 million kits. Again, covidtests.gov, covidtests.gov. While the Omicron variant is not as bad on average as the Delta variant, it is still a major contributor to COVID-19 deaths in the U.S. The forecast is for 55 to 300,000 more deaths in the country by mid-March. The World Health Organization wants to make it clear that the Omicron variant can be problematic.
Make no mistake, Omicron is causing hospitalizations and deaths, and even the less severe cases are inundating health facilities.
That's WHO Chief Dr. Tedros Ghebreyesus, who also says while Omicron is peaking in some places, a new variant can create new problems. The Tuskegee Airman, who flew 409 fighter combat missions over 3 wars, has died. Charles McGee also helped to bring attention to the black pilots who fought racism at home. His son, Ron McGee, says his father, who was 102 years old, died in his sleep at his home in Bethesda, Maryland. It was a very long press conference and only his second since taking office 1 year ago today. Wednesday, President Biden took a wide variety of questions from COVID.
It will get better. We're moving toward a time when COVID-19 won't disrupt our daily life.
On gas and groceries.
If price increases are what you're worried about, the best answer is my Build Back Better plan.
To a possible invasion of Ukraine by Russia.
It is going to be a disaster for Russia if they further invade Ukraine, and that our allies and partners are ready to impose severe costs.
To voting rights legislation, which will not happen, at least not now. On that issue, Mr. Biden acknowledged that black voters' discontent with his slow pace on voting rights is a, quote, problem that is my own making, not communicating as much as I should have. When most of us hear about 5G, we think high-speed wireless service, but airlines are concerned about safety. In a last-minute agreement, AT&T and Verizon announced they are temporarily limiting their 5G service rollout near key airports. The issue is that fifth-generation wireless technology, or what's called 5G, operates on part of the radio spectrum dedicated to commercial aviation and air traffic operations. The Federal Aviation Administration says 5G networks could disrupt those operations. AT&T and Verizon have expressed frustration, pointing out that 5G technology has been safely deployed in about 40 other countries. Bonnie Willis, the district's attorney in Fulton County, is requesting a special grand jury to assist in the probe of former President Donald Trump and his effort to overturn Georgia's 2020 presidential election results. According to a letter to the chief judge of Fulton County Superior Court, the DA's office made efforts to interview several witnesses, but many of them refused to cooperate without a subpoena, including Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger. Willis wrote that Raffensperger is an essential witness to the investigation. After losing Georgia, you'll recall President Trump made what he referred to as a perfect call to the Secretary of State and requested that he find more than 11,000 votes. A jury, mostly white, has been selected in the federal trial of the other 3 former Minneapolis police officers who are charged in connection to the murder of George Floyd. They're charged with depriving Floyd of his civil rights when they did not offer him medical assistance. They also did not intervene at the time by trying to stop Derek Chauvin, who has already been convicted of killing Floyd. The House Select Committee investigating the January 6th riot is asking the former president's daughter, Ivanka Trump, to voluntarily cooperate with its investigation. New info in a letter reveals testimony about Trump's efforts to pressure former Vice President Mike Pence, as well as new text messages from Fox News Channel's Sean Hannity following the attack. Those messages urged the White House to get Trump to stop talking about the election being stolen and to distance the former president from certain crazy people. The committee has testimony that Ivanka Trump tried to get her father to suppress the violence by his supporters and said it wants to ask her about her actions while the riot was taking place.
Again, appreciate you, Syracuse, Mike, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm not going to even talk about it. I'm going to wait till after we get through news. But anyway, we mentioned Biden's press conference. I don't know. Did anybody watch it? Did y'all watch it?
I didn't.
I fell asleep.
I watched as much as I could until it became too painful, which lasted all of about maybe 7 minutes.
I watched some parts of it, not the whole thing, though.
Your thoughts on it, YO?
I think he was just, he doesn't have the drive, Tommy B. He's just like moving right along, or just, it's something about it, and I don't know. That's all I can come out of it with.
Dementia.
I don't want to.
Joe looking like he a little tired. We got to get him some geriatric Geritol.
Yeah, give him
something.
Alzheimer's, man. He's done.
5 hour. I'm gonna say this. Y'all need to listen. We run Rob Redding every Sunday at noon at Castropolis.net. And Rob really nailed it when it comes down to Biden. He has not made the voters who voted him in a priority, the majority of his voting bloc, which black people, we voted for him. And, and the reason I say that is, we hadn't gotten police reform. We won't get voting rights. So, you're tired of seeing your babies getting shot in the street, one, and you're tired of the insurrectionists closing voting polls near Big Mama. Those two things are a problem for me. and we're not really hearing any kind of solution to it. So, you know, I'll just say Rob Redding nailed it. I agree with y'all 100%. And again, I think we talked about it in last week's podcast. Whoever is advising him, because, you know, one of the things he said, and while, you know, within the first 7 minutes, you were gone, Tanya B. But if Weil was there and he said the fact that he was going to be out in the streets seeing people, dude, we don't need to see you. we don't know. Do y'all care about seeing him in person and looking him in the eye?
No.
No.
Hell no.
Not at all.
Do your job.
Sunday.
You know, I don't care. You know, he's talking about he's going to be out in the community. What we need to see you out? No, we
do your job.
Do your job. You know, so I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to do a show on it. You could do a whole show on that. Plus, I got to say what's up, and I'm going to give applause to the Black women, to Tish James up in New York and in Fulton County, Fannie Willis. They're the only ones who seem to really be doing anything, you know, against this, you know, orange Julius Caesar. So kudos to the Black women who really are putting in the work. The other thing is Mitch McConnell's cursed black hand is getting him in trouble. He keeps saying, you know, I don't know. I'm not even going to go into the fact that he started talking about the fact that black voters almost, quote unquote, have it easy. You know, Mitch is really digging his hole. So we'll see how he continues to apologize and backtrack. It ain't like black people don't live in Kentucky.
You know that old.
You know,
I took my hood off, man, and apologized to anybody that's darker.
Man. So you know.
But see, with an eye lift, she might pass as white. Don't. Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Yeah. So true. So I have a bold prediction. I'm gonna make this prediction on the plane. Y'all ready? Because Vi's over there cheering because LA is about to score.
He said no more Braves. Was that it? No more Braves. How about no more Falcons?
No more Brady.
Thank God. But I have a bold prediction.
Did you say no more braids? No more braids?
No more Brady.
No more Brady. Tom Brady is gone.
Shady Brady.
Shady Brady's gone. Great.
He couldn't deflate the football this year.
Let me give it the air horn.
Yeah, I think the Rams got this.
Yeah, it's over. It's already over. But let me say this. I'm going to make a prediction. Trump is going to be charged and convicted of a felony. And with that being said, he's not going to get jail time, but it's going to disqualify him from office. I think that's going to be the only way to really stop him 2024. I think that based on what I'm seeing, he's going to get charged with a felony and convicted of a felony. I think that's the only way, because everything else is not going to work. And it's going to be up to the two black women to do that. So we'll see. Y'all make a note that I said that on this date in, was it January 23rd, 2022? Make a note.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. And, that's pretty much it. But I do want to ask you, Tanya B, and we do need to have the nurse on to talk about the website, covidtest.gov. I haven't tried it yet. I know, Wyo, have you done it? You are aware of it early, right?
What?
I did it.
Covidtest.gov, the website.
Oh, yeah. I ordered on the 18th. They opened it up on the 18th.
Have you got them yet?
I haven't received them yet, but I did, order them online.
Okay. So now that you ordered on the 18th. When they come in, shoot us a note. Okay.
I think they were saying I did a screenshot of my so-called reference number, but I believe they're coming towards the end of the month, unless the people at the USPS take them and don't deliver them. No tea, no shade.
You just do a blanket. But let's go.
It's okay. No, but the other, I don't know what the interference is, but the other thing I want to say is that, again, I tried twice. A neighbor of mine, completely different unit number, she had to try twice. And a neighbor of mine, by the time he went in, all it takes is 3 people in your complex or building to order with that address again, and he got kicked out. Now I went back in, did a little manipulation with the address, and then I got back in.
Okay.
and he
Okay.
he
Because
got them.
they don't
Yeah.
look at the door number or the apartment number.
No,
They look.
they look at the street, which I think is so funky and foul. Because you think about it, that's black and brown people, maybe people of, in the Latino, Latinx world, and senior citizens, most of whom don't
Mhm.
even have access to the internet to order these doggone COVID tests. So then what do you do?
Hey, but you know what? Let me say this, y'all. When you remember, I'm not gonna say it.
Go
I'm gonna.
ahead, man.
I'm
Say
not
it.
gonna
Say
talk about
it.
the Obama phones and what y'all were doing. I think there's a concern that people are gonna be getting these COVID tests, and you're gonna see them on the corner. You know, so
Well, they're selling them now.
they said
Yeah.
I'm talking about
$15.
free.
$15.
Just like they're charging people who can get
Uh,
free testing and free vaccine, they're being charged. Some people are desperate, they don't know any
no,
better.
I'm
And
talking
what
about
about that?
the black market, the black market
It's
side.
like the food stamp cards.
They're already out there. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Anything
$25.
COVID related that we can get free is already. Go over to the West End. Come
Oh,
on
I
now.
got to go to the West End for that. Okay,
The West End.
not the West End.
Yeah.
All right, y'all,
All
keep
right,
us.
then go up in the SWAT and go up in the Bluffs.
All right,
Same thing.
all right, I'll do that. I'll do that. Hey, but anyway, Wild, keep us up to date on a real tip, okay?
I will. I will.
Okay. And I can't believe you didn't go see Smokey.
I know, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. You know that
What?
The Omarion is out there, and
Good point.
I had tested positive, but I test negative Friday, and I just didn't want to take that chance on going out there in a crowd of people, and
I'm gonna give you.
neither
I'm
did.
gonna give you your applause for that, because a whole lot of other folks would have just said, "The hell with that." And didn't
Right.
I bought my ticket. I'm going to see Smokey. I don't care.
That's
Okay,
Nah,
true.
I
Good
just
point.
I
agreed.
sold it. I sold it, and I sold another ladies at the table
That's
because we
good.
had table tickets, and so yeah, I sold my mom's and mine, and I tried to sell one other person's, but nobody really bought her ticket. So yeah.
Wow. You true to the game. You true to the game, Wild. That's all. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna give you one more time. Give you the air horn. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
y'all, I just had coughs and I felt a little congested, and that was like last week. So I think when I tested positive, I was at the end of it.
I got.
But yeah, I didn't want to take any chances of catching it again or, any of that kind of stuff. So yeah,
You're gonna
that's
be
what's
okay.
up.
But you know what? Everybody got COVID. I mean, the list. It's like, if anything, because Tanya B always, on the text chain will send who got COVID, and my family they'll send the same thing. It's like, who doesn't have COVID right now?
Me?
I mean, and when you do the T, you can go down the list. So it's so transmissible. I mean, it's who doesn't have COVID?
Me?
You know, with this
I
with
don't.
the
I don't even think you can have a regular cold nowadays. I think a regular cold is is considered COVID. Honestly, I mean,
Cronus.
I guess when they go up in your nose and they got them cold germs,
yeah.
your
But
ass got COVID.
well, hey, I applaud you for being real about it and not willing to spread your germs at that place, because it's not a huge venue. It's a nice venue. It's fairly decent sized venue, but it's easy among those tables to spread it. So
You're
good.
right.
Good move. Good move. And,
Thank you,
and before
Tommy.
we get into tea, y'all, I got to say this. Give it up to LA, the LA Rams.
Did they win
LA Rams.
already?
Yes, they did the damn thing. And the
Ah, shut.
reason I
They
said,
did, they did
go
their
ahead,
best to lose.
say what they tried to lose. They
They
did. They
sure
did a
tried.
Falcon.
They sure tried.
They tried the Falcon. They tried to do a Falcon on us, but
They
but
sure
they
did.
pulled it off. And I am happy to say, sincerely happy, that there will be no Belichick or Brady in the Super Bowl. I was tired of hearing these pundits, the sports specialists and experts talk about Brady
Captain
and
America.
Belichick.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we can.
tired of too.
I'm tired of that talk, man.
I,
I'm just happy that.
Oh man, I wanted to see the Belichick
Oh,
Brady Super Bowl. What y'all talking about?
let me give
mm-mm,
you. I'm gonna give you your. There you go.
mm-mm, mm-mm,
That's for you.
mm-mm,
All right.
mm-mm.
All right. Hey, let's do this. We ain't gonna even take a break. We just gonna keep rolling. So let's go on and do what we gotta do. Here we go.
Children, it's time for tea.
Sipping the tea with Tanya B.
Tanya B, what you got, girl?
Okay, we're going to start out with the celebrity prayer list. As you said, Robin Roberts got COVID. Even Stokely, who I call him Stokely Can Do No Wrong Williams, former lead singer of Mint Condition, he's recovering from COVID as well. And like you saying, who doesn't have COVID? It's gone through, daytime talk show TV people. It's gone through nighttime talk show TV people. And it's funny because a lot of people get it and they just don't say anything. But
yep.
That's how that goes. And we also have to say, prayers up to the fans, family, and friends of the legendary fashion icon. We lost Andrew Leon Talley this week, who made history as the first Black editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine. And it just broke my heart. And something woke me up out of my sleep in the middle of the night, and it came across my notifications that the award-winning actress Regina King, who so many of us know from Poetic Justice and from playing Brenda on 227. She got married, had one son, Ian Alexander, less than a week after her 50th birthday, but a day or two after his birthday. Young man was clearly struggling and he committed suicide. I just pray that his mom didn't find him. So we just want to send Regina King and her family a lot of prayers and positive energy. It must be devastating when that's the only child that you have.
You know what? I don't want to see all these rumors and, all these folks who are, putting out these salacious details. Let the family grieve.
Exactly.
And, allow her. This is tough. When you see her, I think they showed a video of her and her son on Anderson Cooper's New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And you see how happy they look and how they were vibing and all the photos at the award shows. It's just, this was devastating. This is going to be something she's probably going to dip out of the public eye for a while, and I wouldn't blame her.
And with that said, I would just really say to anybody, whether you've lost a child or a loved one or not, just please respect her privacy and let her grieve in her own way.
Absolutely. Give her space, and the rags, I hope, don't jump all over her and with the craziness. Y'all leave that stuff alone.
Exactly. And we also
she got black card to the picnic. So
no, she can fund the picnic.
Yes.
Indefinitely, So anybody that thinks they ever want to have her interview on their, their blog, their newspaper, their TV show, you don't want that smoke. So again,
absolutely,
leave Brenda alone, okay?
That's what I'm talking about. What you got next, Tanya B?
Also, we have to recognize somebody who was really unsung, Louisa Harris. She's called the Queen of Basketball. She passed away this week, and she did a lot. Back when women's basketball, they said their career stopped at college, but she, made a few notches on the history belt, so to speak. She was one of the first people to play in the Olympics and score the first points. She was the first woman drafted by the New Orleans Jazz when they had it, only to not be able to play because she was married and pregnant. But she also was the first woman to get into the Basketball Hall of Fame, which is normally all men. And if you don't know her, you need to get to know her. There's a documentary produced by Shaq that's on YouTube, and as soon as the show's over, I'm going to go watch it.
Yes, it is. I saw it on YouTube, and it's amazing. And she's, humble background, humble beginnings.
Mississippi. How much more humble can you get?
Yep. So rest in power. Rest in power.
And so remember, Louisa Harris, the Queen of Basketball.
Amen.
Okay, now we're going to talk about some dumb donkeys. We're going to talk about T.I., who I love T.I. I really do. I loved a lot of his music, the way he came up and lifted himself up. Everybody, stumbles and makes mistakes sometimes.
Not my bankhead, brother. Not my bankhead.
We all fall short, but I think he fell and hit his head when he said that nobody could out-rap him. That remains to be seen. And thank you. And I also say that, so then he decided, I guess, after he got clowned for making that comment, then he decides he's going to go and try to do stand-up comedy. That didn't go over too well either. So T.I., I think just, stop.
Well, you know what? How can you, if you're a rapper, you got to have, you got to have the balls enough to say something like that. Every rapper thinks they're the greatest. Or you don't rap. You know what I mean?
You hear Jay-Z out here saying I'm the greatest. You hear Nas out here saying I'm the greatest. Wait, you don't even hear Kumo D, Curtis Blow, or Chuck D out here saying I'm the greatest. So come on.
Rakim, none of them.
Hello. Yes, thank you,
I don't
K-Dub.
remember the Kumo D, LL Cool J back in the day.
Yeah,
You know, again, come on. You know what? Let's move this train on. You get my pressure
So
up.
what's wrong with don't you, hey, Tanya B, don't come for my bankhead Kmart brother like that.
Yeah, you go up to the bank at Kmart and see what's up there now. I just want to let you all know also Nick Cannon, we know he's hit his head. Nick Cannon, father of 7, is now, I guess he's really trying to get people to watch his show or keep his ratings or keep the show from being canceled when he said that he has issues when it comes to doing the wow thing. So he said, oh, I keep my socks on, I keep a t-shirt on, I cover up under the cover. So I guess that means he does not get on top, but he got on top enough to make 7 babies. And I think Nick needs to keep that to himself. But the real dumb donkey of the week is that damn Kodak Black. We know mental illness is real. Wait a minute. Now, Kodak Black is going to be a daddy again and again and again, to the point where he's got 3 women pregnant right now at the same time. 2 of them are due on the same day. So I guess he's trying to catch up with Future, but he's not going to have hood twins. He's going to have hood triplets.
Wow.
And trying to get both of the women that are due on the same day in the same hospital suite so he can run back and forth. He needs to go somewhere.
So does Kodak still have the charges pending?
The last one where he was out there in a neighborhood he shouldn't have been in, I believe that was dropped, but he still got some other things going on. So he's not completely out of the woods. Just because he paid that $250K to get pardoned does not give you a bus pass to act like a damn fool.
Clown.
I don't know how that's going to end. We'll see how that story ends.
Oh, like his rap career, that might end too. All right, let's go to celebrity film and TV. Oh, there's a lot going on. Will Packer, who we know from Think Like a Man, and he came up under Tyler Perry. He's confirmed that there will be a Girls Trip too, and that's a chick flick. But I liked it. So you've got Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Tiffany Haddish returning to the scene of the crime, so to speak. No release date yet for that. There's also a great documentary coming on Amazon Prime. It's called Fat Tuesday: The Era of Hip Hop. Produced by Reginald Hudlin, who we all know from House Party, y'all. Come on.
Yeah. Yes.
And also produced by comedian Guy Tori. Talks about just how hip hop in the 90s really was a door opener for Black comedians who were really struggling at the time, and how Guy Tori went to a comedy club, said, give me a night. They gave him Tuesday thinking nobody would come. But it also was a launch pad for all those comedians that went through Def Comedy Jam, as well as himself, his brother, and even Bernie Mac and Steve Harvey and all of them. So I'm looking forward to that. It's 3 episodes, and it debuts at the end of the month. Also want to tell you, if anybody cares, Candy Burrow's got a reality show. Now, I'm sick of these chicks because they go from an ensemble cast and they think that they can go on forever and ever and ever with these with their solo reality shows. And it's about her restaurant old lady gang. So I get it. She's getting a check for her mama, her babies, her everybody.
Wait a
Mama
minute.
Joyce and her aunt.
Hey,
but wait.
Don't talk about my East Point.
No, I'm just saying, no. I get Candy is a serial entrepreneur. She's an entrepreneur, a Grammy award-winning songwriter. So I'm not hating on her.
And she's in the shot too. That.
Okay, yeah, and she's made some other movies too. But let me just say this: I wonder, and the filming was delayed because of COVID, of course. But are they going to talk about all those times the Board of Health came in and shut down Old Lady Gang when they failed the health inspection? And they're going to talk about when people got shot there last year at Valentine's Day. So miss me with that garbage. I also want to tell you about something that makes sense. Chuck D is coming to PBS with a hip hop documentary. I'm looking forward to that because he will tell the truth.
Stop. There we go.
Yeah, good stuff.
And you know what? Nobody can do it better than Chuck D. No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying. Okay, and then I also want to tell you about this Janet Jackson documentary is coming soon, y'all. Next weekend, Friday and Saturday. But no, here's the gag now. She and Randy are kind of thick as thieves. He produced this documentary along with her. Yeah. Tito's going to be in there. They're going to have Jackie Jackson's ex-girlfriend, Paula Abdul. Even Reeby's going to make an appearance, with or without the centipede. But let me just say this. You will not see Jermaine and his forehead going into the Lincoln Tunnel because Randy and Jermaine are estranged. Why? I'll tell you why. If you remember, Randy married this woman named Alexandra. They had kids, all living in the big house with Mama Katherine Jackson. And then she went down the hall to Jermaine and married him and produced a few kids. So those kids are really brother cousins. And because of that, Randy and Jermaine don't speak. So you will not see Jermaine in this documentary, which starts next Friday.
Nasty.
Okay, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. I'm just saying, y'all. I know there's a lot going on, but I also want to tell you about something. And I hope I don't butcher his name. Is it Camus Bell, who's on CNN? Has a documentary. Kamal Bell. I'm sorry. He's produced this documentary coming on Showtime called "We Got to Talk About Bill Cosby." And I say, no, we really don't need to. We know Bill Cosby got out of jail on a technicality, and it rehashes some of the things that we've already seen. I just call Bill Cosby R. Kelly Sr. I won't give up a spoiler alert, but I'll just say this. If you're looking for some required confessions and things like that, you're not going to get that. I'm going to try to watch the whole thing and get through it. And maybe, if he just has one revelation that people don't know about. But, again, give the brother a shot. So let's support Mr. Bell.
But Kamal Bell, I don't know if you guys watch his show on CNN. It's seasonal, so it comes on at a certain period each year. But he's won Emmys for that.
He's no joke. He's no joke.
Yeah. So he's, it's going to be quality. It's just about, are we just rehashing the same stuff? That's the
exactly. Thing. Well, if you get tired of that, you can watch a documentary coming to a small screen near you about disgraced Olympic runner Sha'Carri Richardson. Remember her?
Yeah.
We remember her.
What happened with her?
Yeah. So I hope she's working through whatever issue she has, and just knowing that it's still illegal to smoke weed, according to the Olympic Committee. And you know what? And she's not the first one. She just got caught.
You know what? They invited her to be on the cast of Big Brother this season.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, she's doing that, and so is Nene Leakes, because Nene has no other paycheck. Yeah, you're right. She is doing that.
She turned it down. And I don't blame her. I mean, I'm glad she didn't do it.
Oh, she did? Well, Nene didn't.
Hey, look, she better get her track legs together if she's still going to run.
Absolutely. Black Panther has resumed filming Black Panther 2 down here in Atlanta and has been shut down for the third time. So this movie by the time the movie comes out, people will have forgotten who Black Panther was. But it's like I hope they can hold on to the legacy of Black Panther that Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace, kind of laid the foundation for that, and I'm sure he ain't too happy right now. Yeah. And I told you last week about Tiffany Haddish and her DUI situation and why she claims she did it. But I hope she doesn't. She's
going to be, as we tape, she's going to be on, I think tomorrow, the Good Morning America, I think.
She's got a lot going.
But she's going to be, I think she's going to talk about that. She's supposed to be on Monday morning. As we tape on a Sunday, she's going to be on.
And she's got some PTSD just from the way she grew up in the foster care system. But she also has a show on Apple TV. It's called The After Party. She's in Atlanta right now when she got stopped filming a movie called Haunted Mansion. She's one of the voices of the Proud family. So I really hope she gets it together and does not blow her bag.
Damn, I love that Proud family.
Yeah, I like the original. I love the original with Sugar Bear.
Yeah.
Ow. I should say they should have gotten Sugar Foot from the Ohio players. I know I got a lot here.
Come on now, what you got? What else you got?
Ow. I want to tell you, everybody knows that, Adele was on the internet crying about how they had to postpone the opening of her Las Vegas residency, and it had to do with so many people in the cast and crew getting COVID. But I'm here to tell you that is just the tip of the iceberg, and here is why. That is now being called.
Wait a minute. Is it allegedly?
I would know. This is not allegedly.
Okay.
Okay, but they're saying that this residency is being called the residency destined for disaster. There's been, we all know Adele has a mouth like a sore, way worse than mine ever was. So
say what?
Understand? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Potty mouth. Potty mouth.
Man, she put the F&F bomb. Okay,
but this trailer trash.
Yeah, maybe from the UK, but hey, she got her Tina Marie card. Let's hope she can keep it. But she has this award-winning set designer who's done sets for people like Beyonce, and she's been fighting with her.
Wow.
Real heated arguments with her set designer. because the set right now is over $1 million, and she's not happy with it. And we know that Adele's, been very vocal about all these panic attacks that she has before she goes on stage. But she's been fighting. She's been fighting with her management, with the venue, with the set designer, and it's just kind of gone to hell in a handbasket. So I don't know really when residency will start. I know the people that had already arrived in Vegas for this first weekend before she made the announcement at Piston. They're like, Adele, give us our money back. And I'm hoping that the hotels will work with them.
I can see the comments on Instagram, and KW said, Adele?
Exactly. Look, when you're paying $2,000 just for a ticket, they are going to drag and read her for filth. But the thing is,
can I say this, Tanya B? Can I say this?
You can say it.
This lady has made the record company. She done made people a whole lot of money. Okay? So candidly, they need to use some of that money to make her look good and make her comfortable. So she made people a whole lot of money, and she continues to make them a whole lot of money. So
but here's the gag. Here's the gag. Everybody knows when you go to Vegas, it's always an extravaganza.
Yeah.
Look at Usher's residency. Look at J-Lo. So you sign on to a residency knowing that it is all lights, camera, action, and foo-foo. Now, Adele is a singer known for wanting to just get out there with a piano, maybe a 4 or 5 piece band and a few backup singers, and kind of do the stripped, unplugged type of situation. And that's not what they do in Vegas. A dear friend of mine was excited. Oh, I got this gig, Tanya B. I'm singing backup for Adele in Vegas. No, you're not. And now, but here's the other thing you got to think about. All those people that tested positive and they shut the show down because of COVID. They've been going home to their families. So you've got a whole segment of the population of Las Vegas, which is already a COVID petri dish, and these people are having to isolate. And if any of them have kids that are under the age of vaccination, then they got to worry about them. So there's more than just the whole thing about the money and this, that, and the third. It's affecting a lot of people. And if you are doing that gig, counting on making that bag, now what do you do?
Yeah, so true. That's so true. I just hope, I hope everything will work out. There's a whole lot of money tied into that. And, she is, Adele, based on the records, based on the money, it's an industry. So, I don't see, this is a hiccup. It's a road. It's what do you call it?
It's an expensive hiccup, though. It's an expensive hiccup.
A bump in the road, but she's made them a lot of money. So,
But let me say this.
Yeah.
If you get your money back because you can't go see Adele, you can doggone sure go see Silk Sonic because they are going to turn it all the way out.
Bruno don't play. Bruno does not play. He's used to that. So
exactly. So
let me go through a couple of things, Tanya B, and I'll let you come back and wrap it. Good stuff.
I'm done.
Let me give you your nonstop.
There's so much that happened. I had to get it all in. Grammys, April 3rd, Silk Sonic and Adele. Yeah, it's been a slow week, but that's the exception, not the rule. So Mother is done. So I turn the mic over to you, Tommy B.
I just got a couple of things, and I just need, and I sent this out on the group text. I did not know that Halle Berry was in that JB Smoove Caesar commercial playing Cleopatra.
People have challenged me. I said it is her. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Did you know?
She's getting that bag, honey.
I did not know. She looks good. I don't know what Halle is doing, but I thought it was like a new young actress. And
she doing Van Hunt. That's what she doing.
Well.
But she looks good. Let me give Halle her applause. Yes.
Monsters Ball.
Yeah, she looks good in that commercial. JB, I love JB from Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's just hilarious. One of my favorite comedians. It's a funny ass commercial, but Halle does a great job. They got great chemistry. I hope they do a show. They should do a show together. Yeah. But shout out to Abbott Elementary. I don't know if y'all watch that on ABC. That
every week
is hilarious. That's some funny shit. I got to give it up. And creator, star, actress, comedian Quinta Brunson. Job well done.
Billy.
And it airs every Tuesday night at ABC on ABC. By the way, Tanya B, I still my show. I'm still with them. Grand Crew. Grand Crew on NBC. I'm still there. I'm still on it.
Okay. Okay. And you can stay there. It's okay. It's okay.
Grand Crew. If
If I,
anybody
okay.
watches Grand Crew, with join me, because I'm just wondering, if you've watched it, or what I mean, Tanya B, I already know what you think, but anybody else who has watched it, let me know. Also, y'all, are y'all concerned about Netflix? This subscriber stock, the stock went down 382 points this week, down
And the
20.
subscription price went up.
Subscription.
You know what?
price
Again,
gone
there
up.
are more options. It's all about, just like radio, everything else, people have more options.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna. I know what they're gonna do.
What are they gonna do?
Cancel it. Netflix will always come back and go, "Oh, we miss you. Try it 30 days free." They'll get, their cousin Peanut's debit card and his email address, and just keep the circle going, and just change every 30 days.
Damn. But they announced this week that they fell short of the subscriber goal last year, like last quarter. And they announced also that Jan, February, and March of this year is also going to be slow. They're going to fall short. And it is. They're taking hits from Disney Plus, HBO. Not to mention, they've given up so much content. They had to give the Marvel stuff back. I mean, Fox. All these folks have gone independent, so a lot of the material has had to go back to the rightful owners.
But they've also written big checks to people like, Dave Chappelle and Eddie Murphy and Tracy Morgan and Tyler Perry.
They got to deliver. These folks got to deliver. And that's the thing. You can't make these movies on Netflix and not deliver, some kind of return. So they're going to stop giving. Go ahead.
Who has delivered? You know who has delivered?
Who?
I don't drink Pepsi, but I had to sit and keep pushing replay on that trailer for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Let me go on and give it to you.
Oh, dude, Jesus, yes. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Let me tell you. Vi, have you seen it? You ain't seen the trailer? What about K-Dub? Have you seen it? Yo, have you seen it?
I don't think so. Wait,
I'm gonna send y'all the link. We got to text you the link. But I'm like Tanya B. I am more excited about the Super Bowl halftime probably since Bruno Mars. You know what I mean?
I don't care who plays. I could give a rat's tail who's playing. I'm all about halftime. I will keep the volume turned down till halftime and eat my crab legs, shrimp, and lobster tails. Ooh,
they look. Let me tell y'all, if y'all haven't seen it yet, they look like the Black hip hop Avengers getting together. I mean, you got Eminem doing some, it's like in a lab, him and Slim Shady. You just got to watch it. It's amazing.
I haven't seen that. I haven't.
Let me tell y'all, it's off the charts. It's made me really, and I can't wait to see. I love Mary. I like when Mary does that. How she do that dance?
She does her Mary dance, and she goes down, she kicks up that leg.
Mary
it's
dance.
Like she does. I call it the reverse WAP. If for those of you who know what the WAP was, the dance back in the day.
Back in the day.
Well, the Errol Flynn.
Yeah. But that's all I got to say. That's just massive. I mean, I can't wait. And one more thing, and I'm gonna leave it at this. If you got anything else, Tanya B, I'll throw it back to you. If anybody else got anything on the entertainment tip, I saw this trailer, and I don't know. I don't think it comes out until June. But you know Adrian Brody, right?
The piano.
Yeah. From the piano. He's got a new movie out called Clean, and RZA from Wu-Tang is in it. Whoa. All I can say, it's like a revenge kind of movie in the hood. And it's just like, I think it's going to be it's going to change his career if it's as good as the trailer. So the movie's called Clean. If y'all seen the trailer, would love to get your feedback on it. Hey, you played the Mary J. Blige song in Birdwire. What was the one with Snoop?
The one I played is called Diamond Life, and it samples that 80s classic by Al Johnson and Gene Carn called I'm Back for More. But that movie, that song is like butter, baby.
But you know my favorite one? Good Morning Gorgeous. That's the jam. That's my jam. Good Morning Gorgeous by
I agree. Yeah,
it's written by. Is that written by her? That's written by her.
Yeah, and Mary. Whenever it's a shame. Whenever Mary comes out of heartbreak and just some catastrophic personal event, when she comes back hard. And in this album, her album drops February 11th. Let's support MJB. Mary's now an independent artist too, so don't forget that.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I hope you know, I hope she can. I mean, I was excited when I heard the Good Morning Gorgeous song. You know, it's done by her and a couple of other collabs. So she's you know, still married. I can't wait to see her at halftime. All right, y'all. So you got anything else in entertainment? Because I do want to take a minute. We don't have Coach Art on the show this week, but I got to ask for those of you who have checked out this weekend, the thoughts on all the festivities in the NFL.
I just hope I can stop. I hope I can stop falling asleep. You know, I think I've given y'all enough tea to split your wig, and I'm in need of a benediction. So I'm done. I'm good, y'all.
All right, y'all. But hey, on the sports tip, just real quick on the sports tip. NBA, Kyrie Irving.
Ugh.
Okay. Now, Vi, you watch the NBA, and I don't know, K-Dub, if you follow the NBA or Wyatt,
Yeah.
but this whole thing with, you know, what's his name went down, the big guy. Who's the on the net?
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. Durant is hurt. Durant's been hurt so many times. Durant's going to be out for 6 months. Kyrie is only playing part-time.
Part-time?
So he only plays on away games. He doesn't play on the home games.
And get a full-time check.
And he's getting a full-time check. But there are people who say that basically if the Nets win the championship in that way with those circumstances when KD comes back, that it's bad for the NBA. Do y'all agree? Because you know, of course, Kyrie doesn't want to be vaxxed, and it's going to set a bad example, and a lot of other players are going to probably try to do the same thing. Your thoughts? You know, got a problem with that?
Yeah, I got a problem with it.
What's your problem?
Cut his pay. He play half, he get half pay.
Got a
True.
contract. Got a contract.
Yep.
Got
a contract. If you don't play all the game, then you don't get all the pay.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't happen nowhere else.
But the
I'm
contract dictates that they got to pay him. They got to pay him. The problem is a lot of there's certain commentators, which I won't mention, because this one clown, the Cowboys, so bad last week. It was horrible. I got friends in Dallas, so they so pissed off at Stephen A. Smith. But bottom line is,
That's why he got COVID.
You wrong. Oh damn. Let me go and give you a wah wah wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
That's why he got clowned on Blackish. Okay.
Then you got you know, of course, Aaron Rodgers is out. You know, he got knocked out last night by porn star Jimmy. So you know, and honestly, I didn't want to see, even though I thought the Pack had a good chance to win it all. I think LA is gonna win it all now. You know, that'd be cool for them to go back to LA and win a Super Bowl. That's I'm putting my money on Los Angeles, on LA.
I think San Francisco will knock them out next week.
Kansas City.
No.
Go Kansas City.
No. And we'll see. We're about, you know, coming up tonight as we tape. Was it Kansas City and Buffalo?
Yeah.
Kansas City.
And I will tell you, Buffalo, Josh Allen is the freaking truth. That's who the Falcons need. Falcons need a quarterback like Josh Allen. That's all I'm gonna say. Because every time I say more, the Matt Ryan fans come for me. Come for me. I'm here.
Matt Ryan fans.
But hey,
they're
like trolls, man. They're like trolls.
They're delusional.
3 more years.
Really?
That's all I gotta say. So I'm looking forward. My new team is just like the Lakers. I'm gonna have to go with the LA, you know, with the LA Rams. So there we go. That's say it on the podcast. All right, y'all. But you know, don't forget, make sure you go to castropolis.net/this is the G podcast. Everything you need is there. Listen to us, give us feedback. Please share the show. And I got to say a birthday shout out to Q up in Maryland. Happy birthday. I think Elegant on. I think she might be checking us out. The sergeant. I salute you. Happy birthday. Also, you know, my quick story, and then we'll go to final thoughts from everybody. I ask people every week to listen to the podcast on Amazon. All you have to do is say basically, you know, say the name and say turn on This Is the G podcast. So basically, it wasn't coming up. I wasn't, when I would say, her name, play This Is the G podcast, another podcast was coming up. So I shot an email to Amazon and I said, hey, Amazon podcast, I'm having a problem here, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? They replied within a couple of days and said, hey, we got it fixed. We made some adjustments. Give it a try. And lo and behold, I'm gonna give it a shot on the podcast and see if it works. Okay. First of all, let me make sure. I don't know if Alexa's on or not. So here we go. Alexa. No, Alexa's not on. But y'all give it a shot if you're in the audience and let me know if it works. Okay. You don't do it now, y'all. Don't do it. But basically say, Alexa, play This Is the G podcast. And if you're on Alexa, it should play. But I got to give applause to my folks over at Amazon. I'm an Amazon music user. I use Prime and all that good stuff. And so really big kudos to them. And all I'm asking for is a discount on a trip to space. If y'all can give me that discount, I'll be even happier. Yes, I said it, Vi. I said it. Also, I want to let everyone know I don't know if you had a chance to check it out last night. It was like on short notice, but every Sunday night, Saturday night, Sunday morning at castropolis.net, Throwback Alley, classic R&B, club, house, you name it. Your boy has pulled the turn. I was just about to throw the turntables in the trash, the whole unit.
What?
No,
You better sell them.
No.
Absolutely not. Make me put you in the Dumb Donkey catalog.
And I got back on them, hooked it up, and lo and behold, I'm producing mixes again. So Saturday night, Sunday morning, Saturday night, check out the Birdwire from 8 p.m. to midnight. Then leave on Castropolis and listen to Throwback Alley, again, 80s, 90s, 70s, 2000, sometimes beyond. And all you got to do is get the MyTuner Radio app on Apple or Android, hit Castropolis, make sure to make it a favorite, and then you can listen to it that way. But I'm back on the turntables. It's just like Tony Montana. It's like Tony Montana.
That's what's up.
What did Tony Montana say? Just when I thought I was out.
Michael Corleone, same character, different name. Every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready to hit the road with you.
Oh, come on then, bro. Come on. Come on. We're gonna hit the road.
I carry the records in.
Yeah. But I got to say also what's up to the contributors, Coach Art and Harold Michael Harvey. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. And of course the crew. I'm gonna start with you, Tanya B. You got any last minute thoughts? Because you were rolling with that T. What else you got?
I just want, on a serious note again, I hope people will be able to get these at-home COVID tests and the KN95 mask, because Dr. Fauci, and I just say, listen to the authorities and respect the science. He predicts, and he's pretty dead balls accurate, basically, that Omicron is going to peak in mid-February. So if y'all want to go to Super Bowl, you better go ahead and go on. But yeah, just keep that in mind. So we have not reached the peak yet. It's going to peak in about 3.5 weeks.
But that's what he, honestly, we're about 3.5 weeks, 3 weeks from the Super Bowl. And he said that. They said that. So they're pretty much on target. So cool. K-Dub, what you got? Any last minute?
Only thing I got to say is it's cold up north. Down south, y'all should be happy. It's cold and snow up here, and it's crazy.
How much snow you got, man?
Oh, it wasn't nothing but about an inch and a half, but it's cold.
It's just enough.
I heard they got a friend of mine named Gary said they got 8 inches over there, which I don't know how. That's not too far from you, is it?
No, about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 8 inches. Yeah.
But some folks, I got friends from Cleveland, and they were saying that they used to stand like out on the bus stop when they were kids, and you know how you get they get snotty nosed.
Mm-hmm.
The snot with like icicles. But that's nasty. But I'm just saying, they said it was so cold waiting for the bus.
Don't put your tongue on the pole.
Yes, don't be like Christmas Story.
And it happened for real up here. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Vi, you got any? Well, I'm gonna come to you last, Vi. Wyo, what you got? Last minute final thoughts?
Yeah, last but not least, life ain't always fair. Sometimes you got to get in the ring and fight it. knock that shit out like Mike Tyson used to do before he started biting ears off. Out of all the years I done lived, I've had about 4 TKOs from life. Other than that, and a few losses, I'm what? I've done good beating up life like we're in the streets in the hood,
Mm.
beating its ass like a smart one who thinks and makes my money with the computer in the ink. Life ain't always fair. All right.
Go ahead,
There
Wild.
it is. Mm-hmm.
Wild, you've been going hard with the. You've been going hard.
Hard.
Wild, pow, pow. You
All
going
right now.
hard with the poetry. That's what I'm talking about. You're doing some H. Rap Brown. You doing some Nikki Giovanni, Sonia Sanchez. There you go. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking.
those are, I met a couple of those. I met Sonia Sanchez. I met Nikki Giovanni. They are muses to me, and as well as Maya Angelou. And I just have to keep it moving.
Didn't we meet Nikki together?
I don't. Was it at Georgia State? I met her at Georgia State
Okay.
State University.
Tanya B, you sent me a note. What did it say? Your sister said what?
What it says is, shout out to my sister, another person from Maryland, Darlene. She said, because she had a problem also with her Alexa, but she says the link is now working properly.
All right. Yes. All right, Val, you got any final thoughts, and we'll get the benediction unless somebody else has anything else.
The Omicron is real, people. Take it serious.
Vi's the same. He's like, you got to keep telling them that, man.
Yes, I do, because they ain't listening.
You're right. You even said it. That's part of the, 2022, 6
People
things.
still getting it, still thinking it ain't real.
Yeah.
Stay away from me.
Yeah, there you go. So true. All right, give us the benediction, bro. What you got?
Okay. There will be days when we don't do everything right. Days when our thinking is negative. Rather than get frustrated, you should, as the Bible say, triumph in your hardship, because the very fact that you're struggling means that you're fighting a good fight. So never stop trying. God is gradually bringing us around to his way of thinking. Just don't give up. Romans chapter 5, verse 3. And not only so, but we glory in tribulation also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. In other words, people, everything's going to be all right. Just got to have the faith. Amen.
Amen.
Country commentator. There you go. Hey, but you know what? And I got to do one more time and just, big ups and prayers going up to the family of Regina King, for the loss of her son. I mean,
yes,
still,
most definitely.
That's been, that whole situation's been bothering me all day. And it's interesting. And I'll make sure I put the link on the podcast page. We also have on the network a show called Black Mental Matters. We've had Vince the Voice on before, but they specifically did an episode on suicide, and they talk about, I think, youth suicide and just suicide in general. So I'll find those links and make sure I put them on this podcast in the notes. So
he just turned 26 last week, right? On Wednesday.
Yep, just turned 26.
Yeah, you gotta, and it's tough, but conversation. Not to say what was going on, but it's just, it's happening. I think just about every family, black or white, has had it happen within their family. And if not, definitely if not immediate, your outside, your cousins or uncles or, whatever. And it's just something that, it's really tough initially to deal with. And so I'm going to make sure I have those links from Black Mental Matters that talks about, I think it specifically talks about youth suicide. So we'll make sure, I'll make sure we have that. Okay.
And one thing, like she was a person that probably had access to the best resources that, might have benefited her son. And it just goes to show you can have it all. You can have all the money, and some things money it doesn't buy you happiness. I get that. But in this instance, that was one thing that money couldn't fix, and there are a lot of young people that are struggling, or people of all ages, and, I think the pandemic has really brought it to the forefront because people are struggling more from being inside the house. But one other thing I just want to share real quick. This is singer Chris Daughtry. He was on American Idol. His daughter committed suicide. She had been going through some things, domestic violence. She had some struggles with addiction. And then somehow last year she got shot in the face and she couldn't deal with it. This young lady hung herself. Could you imagine finding your child like that? I can't.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I can't.
But big ups and prayers go out to to the family. And again, if she takes a hiatus, well deserved. I mean, right now, get out of the public scene. Either way, some people work through it. Sometimes they feel like it's best to work through it. But either way, y'all give her respect and give her space. Okay?
True.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you, Vi. Thank you so much, man, for the benediction. Well, definitely we needed it. We needed it. Again, go to castropolis.net. All the information is there. You go to castropolis.net/This is the G podcast. Remember, share the show. And you know what? We did the grand experiment on Instagram. I don't know if anybody watched it, but also we're going to be on, I don't know if we're going to do it every week, but for those who watched it, what's up? And we appreciate you. And also on YouTube, you can every week, if you want to check out the taping part of what we do when we come up on camera, you can, basically go to YouTube and search This is the G Podcast Weekly, and you'll see the show. And basically, if you subscribe, you'll get a notification every time we go live. Okay. All right, y'all. With that said, episode 114 is in the can. Y'all be safe, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace. Look out and love one another, people.
Amen.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Check on somebody. Omicron is real. Not Omarion. Omicron.
Omicron.
Right.